First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, Jack!
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Throwing. Hooker. And this will be caught by Mooney. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Lions are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How do they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. You look at this Colt defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they've rushed the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The Colts send out their punter. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Hooker now on 2nd down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Richardson off the play fake. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Got it. Ready? Set. Hurt.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Check match.
Again, it's Taylor. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Gay's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Gay now set to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ready, set.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Hooker wants to change the look. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 79 Broncos. Warriors, 70.
Looking to throw, Hooker. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Here we go, here we go.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Bird, right there, right. Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Hold it ready.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Ready.
They run once more with Taylor. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Back 60.
Now Richardson back to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Quick throw completed by Richardson. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Second down, here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Seven Pirates.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Ready.
Second and 10.
18, Pioneer.
Back to the air with Richardson.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go into halftime.
They need 12 here. It's third down.
19 White. 70 Timberwolf. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check match.
Richardson working from the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Rig.
Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Cup 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room. Off play action, Richardson.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there. but it winds up incomplete.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Richardson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Hooker. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process of offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Richardson now on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Craig.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
Okay, break. Hey, Hey, check that. Street.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 41. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Clock keeps moving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Detroit! Samuel Porter, his first touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Richardson to throw off play action. They'll roll him out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Richardson. And this one too low.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameer Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had two opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on two opportunities, clock continuing to run. Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Go, Reed, go. 3.
Running left, Taylor. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll fake it on a jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll go for it. Hooker. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hooker to throw. He's got Mooney. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate it.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now Richardson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give